So today we're going to talk about outstanding items, the purpose of them, how they are created, and obviously most importantly how they can be resolved. We'll go through the whole life cycle of an outstanding item and just generally cover how they can improve your workflows within your business. Sweet, so we start off with the purpose, and then we'll move on to the creation. So the purpose of an outstanding item is to basically record information about a piece of equipment that isn't necessarily a deal breaker, and obviously this is completely up to how each customer wants to define an outstanding item. They are kind of loose, but generally a good example might be that there's we have an excavator and there's a tear in the seat. The tear in the seat, it's mostly cosmetic. It's not going to hurt anybody, obviously depending on how big it is and what's within the tear, but generally it's not going to hurt anyone. It's purely cosmetic, and it's basically something that a rental company would want to get fixed so that their equipment looks, professional, and obviously it's expensive for customers or rental companies' customers. So you want to make sure your equipment looks as good as possible. So in that example, an outstanding item would be created, and from there you would basically go ahead and someone would determine at the point of the next service, do we want to fix that or not, which is where the resolution comes in. So on this screen here that I'm sharing, basically this is the whole BMA overview diagram. It just explains roughly what BMA does. You can create outstanding items at basically all points here. So you can create it within a piece of equipment, within the equipment screen. If you're looking at a contract, you can basically tap in there and go and make that change. During fulfillment, you can do the same thing. All delivery phases allow you to add an outstanding item. Returns, obviously, as well. Inspections will in the latest update, because you'll be able to tap on an inspection, tap on the equipment and look at the equipment screen. You'll be able to add outstanding item, and also you can create it during service if needed. So yeah. So now we move back to BMA. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly have a look at the manual search, and I'll just punch in a equipment number. Sweet, so we're looking at a contract. We can basically tap on a piece of equipment, have a look at the outstanding items, and we could go and add one if we want to. So this can happen at all the different stages that I referenced. So basically you can come in here and easily add one at any point, saying tear in seat, cable has a in it, all sorts, and basically that can be used upon the equipment. Let's say someone records it during the pickup stage for delivery. They've realized that there's a tear in the cord or something that's actually of value. They could record it at the point of the delivery of the pickup, and then when it gets back to the yard, the person doing the return would see that. Obviously they would probably do their own version of an inspection anyway to have a look at the equipment anyway and probably find the same thing, but at least it's recorded somewhere, and recording that such and such did it. They recorded it during their pickup, and there's evidence of it kind of happening, and there's a photo if needed as well, and basically we can go ahead and view that, and then whoever's returning the equipment, they can create a service job if it's needed. So we'll just go back. So that's basically how you would add it. So anytime you can get to the equipment screen, you'll be able to add it. And then we go down to the bottom here, and we'll just open up a service job. Here we go. So there's basically across the top, this is a service job. Across the top, a bunch of different tabs, which I've gone through on different videos. Outstanding items we'll target for this one. So as part of the service job process, you can basically come in here, tap resolve. Are you sure you want to, or hit yes, and then what we can do is we can come back and we can go into the notes, and we'll see here that the outstanding item was resolved there. It's recorded, and obviously if it's recorded, it means you can do reporting and all that kind of stuff. So that's generally how outstanding items works, and I guess the business rules in which how it can be used. Thank you very much.